Good morning, all of you.
Good morning, ma'am.
How are you all?
Fine, ma'am.
First of all, wish you a very happy Children's Day.
Thank you, ma'am.
So today we are going to start a new chapter of geography. Before starting this chapter, I want to ask questions from you all. Okay? So in which country do we live?
India.
India. Very nice. So this is a chapter 7 of geography. Our country,
India.
India. So as you know, India is the 7th largest country of the world. Before India, Canada, Russia, US, Australia, Brazil and China are the largest country. Okay? And India is also a second populous country after China. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
So before us starting this chapter, this is our chapter's name, our country India. So in this chapter, we are going to learn about geographical structure of India, locational setting, India's neighbors, political and administrative division, and physical division. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So let's discuss about the geographical structure of India. Okay? As you know, this is the map of India, right?
Yes.
So India is a vast geographical expanse. Okay? This is a east direction, this is a west, and this is north, and this one south. Right? As you know, India is bounded by four sides. Four side means in the upper side, it means northern side is bounded by lofty Himalayas. Lofty Himalayas. Okay? In the east side, it is bounded by Bay of Bengal. Bay of Bengal. In the west side, it is bounded by Arabian Sea. Arabian Sea. And in the most southern part, it is bounded by Indian Ocean. Okay? And these three sides means Bay of Bengal, Indian Ocean and Arabian Sea makes peninsula. Makes peninsula. Correct?
Yes.
Let's know about the area of the India. So, if you know the total area of India, is 3.28 million square kilometer. What is the area of the India?
3.28
Million square kilometer. Okay? If we talk about the most northern part, now it become union territories, and that is Ladakh and Jammu and Kashmir. That is Ladakh and Jammu and Kashmir. These two are union territories. So according to the north to south extent, it means Ladakh to Kanyakumari. Okay, Ladakh to Kanyakumari. Extents of north to south, that is to Kanyakumari is 3,200 kilometer. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
It means if you want to travel from Ladakh to Kanyakumari, you have to cover the distance to 3,200 kilometers. Okay. Now just talk about the east extent to west extents. It means Arunachal Pradesh to Gujarat. East to west. Total distance is 2,900 kilometer. Okay. It means if you want to travel from Gujarat to Arunachal Pradesh, it becomes 2,900 kilometers. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Now go through the contents. So according to the geographical structure of India, we have discussed about area occupied 3.28 million square kilometer, and it is the second most popular country after China. Okay, and it is bounded on four sides. It means Himalayas in the north, Arabian Sea in the west, and Bay of Bengal in the east, and Indian Ocean in the south. Okay, and the north-south extension is from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, and east-west extension is 2,900 kilometer from Arunachal Pradesh to Kutch. India has also a different landforms, like it is bounded by lofty mountains and Great Indian Desert, Northern Plain, plateau surface, and the coast and the islands. Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now let's discuss about the next topic, that is locational setting. What is it?
Location.
No, locational setting. India, where India is located. Let's go and find out the location of India in the world map. Okay? So just go and find out. Suppose this is the map of world. Okay? This is a map of world. So India is located in the northern hemisphere, right? How is it located in the northern hemisphere? Just see. These lines are longitudes. These lines are longitudes, and these lines are
Latitude.
latitudes, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So as you know, this is the equator, and equator passes half the country. Equator passes half through the country at 0 degree, at
0 degree.
0 degree. Okay, and India located means upper side is northern hemisphere and the lower side is southern hemisphere. So as you find out, India is located on the northern side. India is located on the northern side, right? So where India is located? India is located on the northern hemisphere. Okay. Now, Tropic of Cancer passes half through the country. You can see here, Tropic of Cancer passes half through the country. According to the latitudinal extent, Tropic of Cancer passes half the country at 23 degree 30 minutes north. Okay? Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And Indian Standard Time according to the longitudes. Look at here. Indian Standard Time passes from the Mirzapur. From where it is passes? Mirzapur at what degree? 82 degree 30 minutes east. Okay? Is it correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, what is the mainland of India? Let's discuss. So, our first point is India is located in northern hemisphere, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And Tropic of Cancer passes half through the country at what degree? 23 degree 30 minutes north. Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Now let's discuss about the mainland of India located in the world map. Where it is located? Mainland of India is located in the world according to the longitudinal extent. Okay, according to the longitudinal extents, suppose Greenwich Prime Meridian passes from here, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So according to that, this part is the eastern part. This is a
Eastern part.
eastern part, and this is a
Western part.
western part. So India's lies in the eastern hemisphere also. How is it possible? Let's see. Mainland of India lies between 8 degree 4 minutes north and 37 degree 6 minutes north, right? Because India lies in the northern hemisphere according to the latitudinal extent. Okay, so this is the Tropic of Cancer. Sorry, this is the equator at 0 degree, and the mainland of India starts from here. It means 8 degree 4 minutes north to 37 degree 6 minutes north. So according to the latitudinal extent, we have found the location. Now let's go to the according to the longitudinal extent. Lies between, it lies between 68 degree 7 minutes east and 98 degree 25 minutes east. Why is it east? Why is it east? Because as we have discussed, according to the Greenwich time, this part is a eastern hemisphere and this part is a western hemisphere. So India lies in the eastern hemisphere, and according to the longitudinal extents, it starts from 68 degree 7 minutes east to 98 degree 25 minutes east. So in this way we have found the location of India in the world map. Is it clear, students? Okay, very good. So in this way we have discussed about the geographical structure of India, right?
Yes.
And the next is the locational setting. So now we have discussed about India is located in the northern hemisphere, Tropic of Cancer at 23 degree 30 minutes north, passes halfway the country, right? And south-north extension of land, that is between 8 degree 4 minutes north and 37 degree 6 minutes north latitudes, right?
Yes.
And from west to east extension of land between 68 degree 7 minutes east and 97 degree 25 minutes east longitudes, right? And vast constitutional extent time means Indian Standard Time is 82 degree 30 minutes east. Okay, and it passes from the Mirzapur. Now our next topic is India's neighbors. India's neighbors means India share land boundaries with how many countries? Pakistan, China, Nepal, Bhutan, Bangladesh, Myanmar and Afghanistan. Okay? Have you understood?
Yes, ma'am.
So let's locate the neighboring countries of India. This is the map of India. Okay. So India shares its land boundaries with how many countries? This is China. Okay. This is Pakistan. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
This is Nepal. Very good. And this is Bhutan. Okay? And this part is Myanmar. And this is Bangladesh. Okay? And this part is Afghanistan. So how many countries are there? 7 countries. How many countries?
7.
Very good. And also Sri Lanka is also a Sri Lanka is also a neighboring countries, and it's separated from India through the Pak Strait. Through the Pak Strait. Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
So these are the neighboring countries of India as we have discussed. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Let's come to the next point. So we have already discussed about the geographical structure of India, locational setting, that where is India located, right? India's neighboring countries means India shares its land boundaries with 7 countries, and it's also shares its sea routes from Sri Lanka, and it is separated through the Pak Straits. Now let's go to the next topic, that is the political and administrative division of India. Means India has how many states?
28.
28 states. And how many union territories? 7.
No, ma'am.
9. It became 9. Okay, because 7 was there. No, it became 9 because Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh is the union territories. So let's discuss about this through the video. Political division of India.
India is a vast country.
Was this
It
video?
has been politically divided into 29 states and 7 union territories for the ease of
Now it become 28 states and 9 union territories. Okay, like Delhi is your union territories, number 1. Next is Chandigarh, Dadar and Nagar Haveli, Daman and Diu, Lakshadweep, Andaman and Nicobar, Puducherry, and 2 another is Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh. It became 9. How many union territories? 9. And how many states? 28. Very good.
administration.
So watch this video.
Each state and union territory in India is unique. Different festivals, languages, and cultures in each state make our country truly vibrant. Let us explore each one of them to find out more about the beautiful diversity of India. Click on a tab to learn more.
Okay, is it clear? So these, according to the political division, India is divided into 28 states and 9 union territories. Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So India has 28 states and 9 union territories. Actually, make it correct. It became 9. Okay. And Delhi as a national capital. And Rajasthan is the largest state of India. Rajasthan is the largest state of India and Goa is the smallest state. Okay. Now we will go to the physical division of India. Let's see here. Rajasthan is the largest state of India and Goa is the smallest state. And we have also 2 islands. Okay. This is a Andaman and Nicobar and this is a Lakshadweep island. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now let's go through the video. Because our next topic is physical division of India. See.
If one was to travel the complete extent
Go
of
through
India from its northern frontiers to its southernmost tip, you would see some very fascinating geographical features. From mountains to plains, from deserts to plateaus, and coastal plains to islands.
These are the geographical features of India. Okay. You can see the India has Himalayan mountains, it has Great Plains, physical division, the Great Indian Desert, peninsular plateaus, coastal plains, Andaman and Nicobar Islands and Lakshadweep Islands. How beautiful it is, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So let's know more about this.
Click each highlighted tab in the map to learn more.
So let's know about the Himalayan mountain.
The Himalayan range has some of the highest mountains in the world.
It is the highest mountain in
Mountains are so
the
high
world.
as their peaks are covered with snow for most of the year. The Himalayan range is divided into 3 main parallel ranges: Himadri, Himachal, and Shivalik.
Himalayan mountain is divided into 3 range. How many range? 3 range. First is Himadri, okay, second is Himachal and third is Shivalik. And it is covered with snow. It is covered with snow. So these are the Himalayan mountains. Let's know more about the Great Plains.
The Great Plains, also known as the Indo-Gangetic Plains, are formed by the deposition of alluvium brought down by the rivers Indus, Ganga, Brahmaputra, and their tributaries. The plains are largely flat and have fertile alluvial soil deposited by these rivers, making them ideal for the cultivation of crops.
So Great Plains is also known as Indo-Gangetic Plains and it is a very fertile soil. It has very fertile soil and it is ideal for the crop cultivation, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's know more about the Great Indian
Great Indian
Desert.
Desert is also known as the Thar Desert. This dry, barren stretch of land receives little rainfall, and as a result, it has vast vegetative cover.
So Great Indian Desert is a dry, barren stretch of land. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
So students, for today our time is over now. So we will discuss about this topic tomorrow. Okay, we will discuss more about India in the tomorrow's class. Okay, so have a nice day all of you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.